Alright, recording's up. You all know me, I don't have to do this whole introduction thing. This is the thing that I've been grinding for like about a month now. I've put like a bit under 40 hours into it, and I'm just gonna do a showcase low-hit attempt of it. This is Rockman 2 Basic Master version 1.2. This is a pack of, well, Rockman 2 that came out in 2021. I'm specifying 1.2 because 1.0 is basically like an entirely different game, and it's like infinitely harder than this. And my goal with this is to beat the entire game without getting hit or swapping off of the default weapon, the Mega Buster. And I've been making some steady progress towards it over the past month. So I'm just gonna do a low hit attempt, and whatever happens, happens. 3, 2, 1, starting the attempt.
Good luck.
Welcome to GDQ.
Yeah, this is basically just a GDQ run.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm starting off with this stage because for this stage and like no other stages in the game, your movement speed is increased. And there we go. We already have a hit. I came up with that strat where you go in the corner and then just like immediately fucking do the like shoot at him. I came up with that today. It was really consistent, and of course I still get hit by that stupid totem enemy. That's like the worst enemy type in the game. Okay, this run is already a complete mess.
Throwing.
I'm literally throwing. Okay.
And I'll wait for like the hardest sections hitless.
That was literally what happened last night. I got hit like 3 times on this stage, and then I did like 2 of the 3 hardest stages in the game back to back, which I've never done after explicitly going for it for like 10 hours.
Congratulations.
Go your Wily 4 to end.
I'm saying. So the reason I go with this stage first is that this stage and like no other stages in the game, your movement speed is like doubled basically. Usually in the Rollback community we just call it the Burst Chaser gameplay after the first hack to do this, which was Rockman 3 Burst Chaser. So having to adjust between like Burst Chaser and like normal speed gameplay is kind of a mindfuck, so I just decided I would get this out of the way first. Not that the route really matters that much for oh, that's another one. I think we're at like 3 hits this stage.
Yeah.
It's a repeat of last run.
Last run I got hit on the boss, so it was only 2 hits the actual stage, but like, yeah. Adjusting between Burst Chaser and non-Burst Chaser gameplay is kind of mindfucky, so I just decided to get it out the way early. And this is the stone fight. The bosses are like the crux of the difficulty in this game. It's not gonna look that way at first, but that's just because I've practiced the bosses way more than the stages. Basically, the way the bosses work in this game is that, they can never do the same attack more than twice in a row. So you're just kind of taking advantage of that, and also you're trying to position yourself in a way where you're going to set up as many, like, good situations for the next set of attacks as possible. Like, you don't always dodge the same attack the same way every time. You change it up so that you're not gonna be in a shit position next time.
That's really cool because not everything is the same. It's like
yeah, it's
unique.
Like I said, there's RNG, but it's not really that like bad of RNG because like there's very few situations where you'll like just get walled, and also like you're still meaningfully doing different shit every attempt, even if it's like you're doing meaningfully different stuff, but also what was I gonna say? Yeah, different stuff, but it's not like. It's very, like, situational awareness heavy, the bosses in this game.
I'm gonna go set up Archie in the meantime. Good luck, run.
Yeah. The stage is kind of chill, honestly, but it also has, the boss of this stage has maybe the hardest attack in the early game to dodge. I'll let you know when we get there. Oh, also, like, a side note, I was, like... A while ago, I was watching a Fire the Pyro video, and then like the original song that this is like a port of just like started playing, and I was like, huh? You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't just put that in a Smash video. Did I get hit through the last run? I think I might have. But like, yeah, this is like just this song is from Bomberman 64, I think, and the last one was a Blaze Heat Nick stage from X6. If that means anything to anyone here, which I don't think it does, but none of this means anything to anyone here. This is just rambles to, like, all of you, and I'm fully aware of that. I'm like...
That's like this entire run, I think.
Yeah. I'm like surprisingly chill right now. Like I thought my nerves were gonna be like way more than they were in like the practice run I did last night, but they're really not. Oh wait, I forgot. That's just pickups, not actual like stage route. I haven't really like.
What if you need to restore health?
What if I needed weapon energy? Have you ever considered that?
Yeah, what if you needed weapon energy?
Any have wondered
weapon energy
this.
is.
Any have wondered this. Okay. Gemini fights. Yeah, this is one of the hardest early game fights. Maybe the hardest fight before you get to Wily. And it's primarily because of this attack right here. I call that attack Spread Walk, and he does it twice in a row. It's just really finicky to dodge it consistently. Sometimes it kind of feels like you're not really getting that much like good feedback on what you're doing wrong, which is kind of a rarity in this attack. Like basically all the one of the things I like a lot about this attack and its boss design is like it's very easy to tell what you do wrong, and this is one of the few attacks that like deviates from that. But it's fine because we just go to Gemini and one hit on the stage, so
nice.
We continue being tied with the low hit from last night. I don't think that's gonna hold, honestly. I'm like very doubtful that that's gonna hold.
No, you get the Wily 4 to end again, I believe.
Full Fortress. Just get a 9 segment. 9 segment that's just every Robot Master stage and then full Fortress. Like legit, at that point I'm like 20 hours away from a 2 segment tops. If I like full... Okay. Nice. It's kind of fucked up that this stage is based off of Hornet Man's stage from Mega Man 9, and then they pick another Mega Man 9 boss to be the actual boss of the stage. Like, it would have been one thing if it was like another boss entirely, but like, just getting your chain snatch that hard is like, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. The original...
Are you supposed to have been like doing live splits, by the way? Because you haven't been splitting.
I'm not splitting because that's like gonna mess with the tracking stats. I'm just...
Oh, okay, yeah.
I just have it running so that the attempts timer is accurate, but... And theoretically, if this were to start as a no-hit, then I would add to the tracking stats, but it hasn't, so I'm just gonna let the timer run. The actual hit counter is like what stage I'm on right now.
Yeah.
I would put it on my actual stream layout, but there's like not anywhere to put it when I have a chat to put over it. So like it's just...
Yeah, the box still says chat currently. Yeah,
I just didn't feel like changing the overlay because it's like some bajillion-year-old PDN file.
Wait, no. There is a place you could put it. You can cover up the text that says Kakafoli.
You hate me.
I don't think we need that.
You very much need that. What if it gets reposted to fucking Facebook and gets 15 million views? Okay, tornado fight. This fight is like maybe the most one attack fight of the game, and it's because of that attack right there. Dive Bomb entirely affects how you play the rest of the fight. Because every time you're trying to like make sure that you're like in the center of the stage when he does Dive Bomb, and also if Dive Bomb, like the way you have to dodge it, you have to like give up a bit of space. So if he does the floor gyro, like that attack right there, and you're like close to the corner because of Dive Bomb, that can get you in a lot of scary situations. And okay, we're actually ahead of PB.
Huge.
You put LA Girls text next to the Kakafoli on your stream overlay. I don't have the patience to change the paint.net file to do that right now. It's really funny how, like, every low hit I have a meltdown in stone, and then... Like, the one in... Like, the one... Before... I literally... The thing is, today I came up with a strat to, like, make the first enemy of stone not a complete paint, and I somehow messed up the strat, even though it, like, worked multiple times in a row, when I just, like... I came up with it today, it worked, and then I just, like, blew it, I guess, due to nerves, so... I don't shoot that ball.
You're throwing for content, I think.
I'm literally not! It would have been more content to actually get out of stone no-hit. That's like literally every low-hit attempt I've done in this game has, like, lost the no-hit to that enemy. Like, literally every single one.
That's crazy, actually. I think, have you done every boss no-hit so far, though?
Yeah. This is like a 6-hit and none of them are to the boss fights.
Which is crazy considering the difficulty is the boss fights.
Yeah, it's mostly just because I have not learned this. I learned the stages technically, I just haven't done them in ages for a robo anyway.
Yeah.
I'm like half the time I'm just like flat out
stages.
improving
Surely they're
strats.
free.
Yeah, literally, I just need to practice the stages and then I'm like farming Wily entries, I think. To be fair, like, all of my practice after I did every stage has been Wily. Like, I have just, I've only done the Robot Master stages in low hit attempts, basically.
I mean...
Wait, we should have made a prediction for my hit count for this. Fuck. Fuck, we should have made a hit count prediction.
True. Wait, hang on, I can still...
Nice.
Hang on. Yeah, I'll do it quickly. You get like a minute to predict.
I think the, like, it should be, like, less than 15, 15 to 19, 20 to 24, and then 25 plus.
Oh, I was gonna do increments of, like, 5.
That's increments of 5.
Oh, okay. But, like, all but less than 15 is the first option, okay.
Yeah, because this is not a sub 10 hit. This is not a sub 10 hit if I'm 7 hits on Blade. Let's be realistic here. I'm kind of... Oh, this is the worst Blade stage ever. What am I doing? This stage is like 3!
Okay. You have a minute.
Okay.
Go.
Go. Blade Sight is weird and I don't fully know how to explain what I do for it. Primarily because of one attack. There's one attack that I don't know how to explain. Raid, you just stand still and then walk when the blades stop falling. And then for this one, I guess I try and, like, stay under him? Is how I would describe it? Like that. Like, I try and, like, stay, like, get under him and then, like, walk the other direction. But it's, like, a weird and kind of janky attack. We are at 8 hits and none of them have been to any of the bosses. What the
You're not cooking?
I'm cooking, like, precisely one side of it.
Thank you. Shoutouts to Twitch Mobile, by the way, for making me bet 2,000 when I, like, put 1,000 and I just clicked the button twice because I thought it didn't work the first time.
Yeah, they're awesome for that. Which be functional challenge. Plug is kind of.
I'm doubting, by the way.
Yeah.
I gambled on 21 to 25 hits.
That's not doubting. I shouldn't even have a 16 hit by now. Like, that's not a mistake someone with a 16 hit makes.
It might be. I maybe should have put 25 plus. It might be over. No one put 26 plus. So if you get more than 26, I'm canceling the prediction because I'm not sending points to the void.
Yeah, fair enough.
You're back. You're gonna.
No, that's it. Oh yeah.
The 16 hit was genuinely so fucking stupid. Like, realistically, by now I should probably have like a low 20s hit count PB, but I just like, oh, let's get a 16 hit where we have like the most godlike Wily 4 and 5 ever, which are like 2 of the 3 hardest stages in the run. and then almost no hit Wily 6. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? That run I got hit to Wily 3 more than Wily 4 to 6. That should never be happening. I'm not really talking about the stages that much because there's not really that much to talk about with them. They're just kind of like self-explanatory, I feel. Or like most of them are. There's like a couple times when I'm gonna have to explain a gimmick. But like besides that, not really. Plug fight. You're gonna hear me, like, saying high and low out loud during this fight. That's just so that I remember, for the attack where he shoots the elect beams. I'm just trying to remember what the visual cue said, because if I found out that if I don't say it out loud, I just forget what the visual cue is. High. Like, the visual cue for high-low. The visual cue for this is if he puts the hand with the charger up, then he's doing a high shot, and if he just has it, like, normal level, it's a low shot. Low-high. Like that. So I just say it out loud so that I don't, like, forget, and it forces me to look at the visual cue. And, like, drop everything I'm doing to say it high-low. Alright. Snake has like a couple of annoying parts to it, honestly. The actual stage, even though the boss is one of the easier ones. Extra life. We will very much be needing that.
You will be needing this at this rate.
Porygon breakdown tonight, Queen? The Porygon breakdown is still so funny to me because why was that the boss fight I broke down on in the first low hit? It's like the second easiest. No, not probably like third easiest because Mega Man 2 Posse is deterministic. What
even is Porygon? Is it in Wily?
It's in Wily 3. It's literally just it's literally just you fight Porygon and then you fight Space World 99 Porygon 2.
Right.
I mean, if you want to be technical, it's like Scientist Tatsuki, I think, because that's the actual trainer name, but like, I'm just calling it Porygon.
But like, it's Porygon.
His name is Porygon.
Yeah. So shout out to the cassette blocks before.
You can't be fucking saying that. They predate cassette blocks by 30 years! They're called Yoku blocks!
They look like cassette blocks to me.
Oh.
You said this hack was made in like 2021? Those are
cassette blocks. The first Mega Man game was 1987! They were in the first game! Shut up! Oh,
okay,
also,
well,
if you hear me,
just got hit by a banana, so...
If you hear the damage sound going off and it doesn't look like I'm actually taking damage to anything, that's because this stage and later in Wily 2 there's an acid rain gimmick. It's basically impossible to actually no damage this game because you're just taking chip damage from the acid rain, and it's not possible to. Ellen, can you mute her? You can mute her to get stuck in the rain. I literally can't. I do not have the perms.
She cannot mute me. I can mute her.
You wouldn't.
So I could. No, I wouldn't. But she cannot mute me.
Yeah.
Thankfully.
Anyway, as I was saying, the acid rain gimmick makes it so that it's basically impossible to no damage this hack because you're
see you're losing health.
Yeah, you're just taking chip damage from the acid rain, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. I guess maybe if there was a way to like zip through those rooms, you could do it, but like you're not doing a zip buster only. And snake fight. Snake fight is I feel like snake fight is kind of eye candy, honestly. Just because there's so much.
Wait, chat. when he summons his quote-unquote, like, snake, I want... Look, does this or does this not look like a frog?
It doesn't look like a frog. Red, you're stupid for this. You're stupid for this.
No. His guy, it looks like a frog.
It literally does
like
not.
A snake.
It literally does not.
I mean,
you're delusional. You're literally delusional.
Look, it's a frog.
You cannot be saying that, Vera. I should probably be explaining that fight, but I don't feel like it. I'll explain it in Wily 5. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, that's what I'm fucking saying.
Or else... What do you mean?
Thank you, Winter.
What do you mean? Maybe it's just because I saw that thing for the first time in actual Mega Man 3, where through context clues you can tell that it is a snake because the stage is called Snake Man, and it is themed to look like a snake. Maybe I'm just biased there because of my preconceived notions.
The first time I saw it was watching you do attempts on like Wily 5.
This is because you don't have Mega Man autism. I can rectify this.
I require context hat, I require context shirt, I require context sign.
You require Mega Man 3. Actually, you don't.
I do not require Mega Man 3.
You don't even. That's like... My hottest take is that 3 is the worst numbered game. I'm gonna keep it $100 with you. People think I'm crazy for that, but I'm right.
I fully thought you were gonna say my hottest take is that 3 is the worst number and just kind of leave it at that.
It's true. We hate the number 3 at the Parrot Dash Twitch stream, and also the LA Total Soft Twitch stream, but that's entirely unrelated. Oh yeah, also I forgot to explain this because I got caught up in the banter, but this stage is a maze. Thankfully, it's pretty quick to traverse once you know what you're doing. 17 is literally the greatest number of all time. You're stupid.
No, I have to unfortunately agree with Vera on this one.
It is the single funniest number divorced from any actual joke of all time. The most intrinsically funny number is 17.
Disagree.
You're stupid.
19 might be... 19 is also pretty bad. But like...
I'm gonna level with you. I don't really fuck with 11 that much.
11's like okay.
It's the only 3-syllable number from 1 to 20. That's part of why it's intrinsically funny. Open your mind.
Are you sure about that? Yeah, 11. I was gonna say.
This VC is all stupid. This is just stupid Australians and me. Oh,
yeah,
that's.
I was about to say.
You're so stupid that I got hit to that cannon enemy. You're literally responsible for Sarah.
Blaming me.
I never get hit to that cannon.
You're getting rage baited.
Okay, flame play. Go. This fight is kind of evil because it's the last fight in Refights. And it's like probably the most nuanced Robot Master fight.
GG food.
Okay. Like that green attack right there, where you have to my strat is basically try and get as close to the corner as possible so that if he does the pink attack right after the green attack, then where he ended up from the green attack is where he ends up on the screen determines where he's gonna start doing pink. So I want him to be as like close to the corner as possible so that it's the least janky to dodge.
Something fucked up that you didn't mention is that he fucking heals.
Oh yeah, he heals during pink. He heals during pink.
Like, and he
takes 2 HP from every buster shot, so it's not as bad, but it's still really fucked.
Yeah.
I still have not gotten hit to a single boss this entire run. What am I doing?
No-hit. Please pop the no-hit bosses and the like 17 hits to stages.
19 hit that has a hitless 19 hit with a hitless Wily 5 and everything.
More damage for boss.
There's healing in other parts of the game, but they don't they're not as like central to the fight as Pink is to Flame Fight. So like they're not like those bosses all just take 1 HP from Buster.
these those little hockey puck looking things, the metal ones on the ground. How do they know when to move fast and slow? Is it just random?
It's based on I'm not sure entirely in this game, but I think it's either your Y position, either you're on roughly the same Y position as them, or you're just standing on the same platform as them. They feel a bit jank in this game, but other Mega Man games with that enemy type, that's generally how it works. I think they're based off specifically the version of that enemy type from Mega Man 10? Because this hack takes Mega Man enemies from all over the classic series, basically. It's not just vanilla Mega Man 2 enemies.
Interesting.
Also, a side note that I just kind of find funny is that despite Mega Man being a way more combat-centric than most other platformers, you very rarely see people who call every single enemy type by its actual name. Yeah, that's the Mega Man 10 version of those. If it was the vanilla Mega Man 2 version of those, this stage would be a national nightmare. Legitimately, I would be completely losing it if those were vanilla Mega Man 2 birds. Normally you see people call a couple enemies by their actual type name, but a lot of the times you just call it what it is. So you just call that a mouse cursor, and then
yeah.
Or if it's a chicken, you just call it a chicken. You don't call it whatever the actual name is. Ring Fight was actually the first bit of progress I got on this way before. Yeah, PPs are another one of the ones that people just call the actual name, which is fucked up because it sounds like a dick joke, but it's literally not. They're just called that. This fight was actually the first thing I did in this game originally. Before I even knew I was gonna Buster Only no hit this, I got bored one day and I decided that I wanted to Buster Only no hit this fight in isolation. So I sat down for 30 minutes to an hour. Why are you pink? I don't know. It's just a property of this fight. It doesn't affect your gameplay in any way. This fight just makes you pink. And that is an 8 robo that is an 11-hit 8 robo where all of my hits were to the stages. What am I doing?
So you're not practicing the stages, is what you're doing.
We are not practicing the stages. Fight that makes you pink. The fight that makes you pink.
Good luck, Wily.
Okay, now we're in Wily. Wily is it's only 6 stages, but the Wily stages, specifically Wily 1 and Wily 4 to the end, are the hardest parts of the run, by far. 2 and 3 are kind of a break, but basically the 4 hardest bosses, no, the 3 hardest bosses in the game and the hardest stage in the game, which is every early game fight in a row, plus, honestly, probably the easiest fight in the game, but still, having a fight on top of that makes it not insignificantly harder because of nerves. So yeah, we are actually in the hard part of the run now. I've spent over, 10 hours just trying to get Wily 4 to end specifically. And it took me 7 hours to do Wily 5 in isolation for the first time. And I'm not even particularly close to Wily 4 to end. I got... During my, warm-up... No, not warm-up. During my practice low-hit attempt last night, I did Wily 4 and 5 back-to-back for the first time. But, what was I gonna say? But, yeah. That also still involves doing the hardest boss in the game after that, which I was too nervous to even do the Wily 6 stage after that. I got hit on the stage. Which is a stage I've actually practiced because it's a Wily stage.
I remember watching you do, attempts of Wily 1, but I don't think I ever actually saw you get to the boss. Because I don't remember what it is.
The boss of this is the what? No, you did see this. You did see this boss because you were asking.
Oh no, I did see this. No, I did.
You were asking
this.
how
yeah,
you know
okay.
which one to shoot, which
Yeah,
I don't. There's not a
yeah.
cue for it. I don't think there's a visual cue for which one to shoot, but you just kind of. It's the same every time, so you just kind of get into your memory that this is the one I have to shoot. Only one of these your shots actually do anything against. The other one, if you try and shoot it, your shots are just gonna ding off.
Like that.
Yeah. Yeah, this is X stage 1 and 6 originally, and that's another no-hit stage.
Nice.
For a second, I was thinking if that lower segment counted at all, but I don't think it does because of overlap.
It's okay. You no hit to end here and just get
We are getting an 8
lower your
segment with
segment
this
count
run.
that way.
We are getting an 11 hit where all of the hits are two bosses. We are getting we are no hitting all of the bosses and having an 11 hit from the first 7, 8 robo stages.
Also, that would be like all bosses damageless in one run, which
is
go
like
crazy.
95% of the difficulty of this hack. Okay, the dream is dead.
Then never mind.
The dream is dead.
You still haven't got hit.
I completely forgot to shoot those Rockman 3 temple thingies. Oh, also, like a funny side note, this isn't related to anything, but in Mega Man 1 and 2 specifically, for some reason, like in Mega Man 2 specifically, it's for some reason, being in the water slows down your game in addition to giving you like extra jump height. Like, it's not like the game is actually just running slower while you're in the water.
Oh, incredible.
And and it works like that in Mega Man 1 too, but in Mega Man 1 you don't even get the jump boost from it. It's literally just the game runs slower. Also, this is a dog shit way too. No, it's not lag, it's just the game actually runs slower when you're in water.
Oh, I thought you meant it was lag. No, it just like deliberately runs itself slower. That's
I think?
interesting. It's like bubblegum lag. Is it like bubblegum lag?
I don't know enough about Bubbleworm lag or the internal workings of the Mega Man series to confirm or deny. Also, this is the most boring fight in the game. This fight,
Bubblegum lag is literally just where you like.
Is it just like spamming freeze
There you
frames?
go. Yeah, it's just mashing freeze frames.
Okay,
Oh,
it's not spamming freeze frames for this. It's just the game is like running slower. I think this is the most boring fight in the game because it's just do this pattern and then wait for it to be attackable in between. It telegraphs what attack it does in between. It telegraphs what attack it does in between by like what direction it leaves the screen in.
Oh, interesting.
And only one of those attacks is like non-trivial to dodge. I feel like it's different if it's like stopping the game versus slowing it down, though. That's the only one that's like not trivial to dodge, and even then it's still pretty easy. Like this is probably the easiest fight of the game.
Yeah, I was gonna say the way that it makes the game run slower is probably by doing a freeze every couple frames.
Something like that, probably. I don't even know if it's like I just don't know the internal workings of it because I'm not like a caster for this game.
You're getting out autism.
I'm getting out autism by casters. I was not paying attention to what Telegraph was doing.
Crazy for this to be the first hit on a boss.
This is the first hit on a boss in this run! It's the fucking Purple Devil! My hubris! I literally called this the easiest boss in the game, and it's the first boss I get hit to this run.
I mean, to be fair, you called it the most boring boss, which is not the
It
same
is
as
also the easiest boss in the game, as an aside.
Okay, well. Was that 3 or was it 2? Oh,
that
no, it
was 2 to the stage and
3.
1 to Purple Devil.
Yeah, yeah. This is still PBable if you lock in.
Why the 3 to end, lock in. Oh, I have my emulator minimized for some reason. Was that the first thing you saw?
Until you say that it's the easiest boss.
Easiest boss, but it's sentient and like refuses to take shit. The thing is, it's kind of just, it's just like a war of attrition fight, because it's just doing the same thing over and over again. That's what all devil fights are, but that one especially, because you get less opportunities to, you do less damage per cycle because you're buster only. It's not Mega Man 1 bad, where you can where like if you're doing Mega Man 1 Yellow Devil buster only, it'll probably take you like over 30 cycles, because it does 1 HP, that's 28 HP, and also sometimes the eye spawn's too high for you to be able to hit it with buster. With the weakness, it's a 7 cycle.
That's awesome.
Yeah, guaranteed 7 cycle, basically. Unless Select Beam like twirls over it for some weird reason. Because it can do that, I don't know why, I think it's just weird hitbox shenanigans. Okay. For some reason, I always do really bad on this stage in low hits. Like, unreasonably bad, considering it's, like, the second easiest Wily stage, probably. Like, easier stage, but, Porygon is a harder fight than Purple Devil. Yeah.
Porygon still isn't too bad, though, right?
Yeah, Porygon is a lot easier than... So. I always psych myself out because of that Hedgehog. Yeah, you just Toad Man him. With the Buster at that. Unfortunately, I put my cards on the table by referring to this boss as Porygon multiple times, so I can't do the funny, ooh, who's this boss gonna be revealed? But yeah, you fight Porygon. Or like, technically you fight a researcher whose team is Porygon and Space World 99 Porygon 2, but like, who's counting?
Guy that attacks you with backwards video game levels.
It's so funny how much like Celeste terminology has impacted my like treatment of like general video game terminology. Like any video game thing with like a hard thing, like a really hard, not a hard, but like a chokeable thing at the end of like the actual main gameplay, I just call that a don't choke because it elects the eye. Like, there's literally, like a fan game Mega Man boss that I've been working on for a while, like, as, like, a side grind, basically my Kaiser 3 Bowser equivalent, and, like, the final attack of that, I just call it a don't choke. Because, like, the actual main fight is done, basically. It's just choke fodder. Okay, actually talking about the Porygon fight right now? This is a fight where being able to read Japanese, or at least being able to pattern recognize Japanese, comes in handy, because, the Japanese text at the bottom of the screen, it tells you the attack he's going to do. Like this one, it's alternating between Seismic Toss, Ancient Tower, and Mega Drain. I mean, it's possible to win the fight without being able to read that, but like, it just helps to be able to like prepare for what attack is going to come. Why do I have AA typed into my no damage tracker?
Okay, you were talking about Avian Ascension.
True. I think that's what happened when I minimized my my emulator.
Hey, good luck, Wily.
Oh, Deltarune Shadow. I don't think it could be like a big attack. I think it has to be like, it has to be something that doesn't feel hard and just that doesn't feel like hard in isolation. It just has to feel hard with nerds specifically. And now we're at the 3 hard stage of the game. Wily 4 is the easiest of them, but it's still pretty messed up because this has the second hardest fight of the game. Granted, it is significantly easier than the hardest fight of the game, but like, you know. Hardest fight of the game has 3 phases, and one of them you have to like basically play the entire thing super precise to be able to do it consistently. And it also has, and phase 2 of that maybe has the hardest attack in the game. Like, I'm starting to get radicalized into thinking bouncing on phase 2 of Wily Machine is the hardest attack in the game. This is a pretty... I would say this is a simple stage, but I think the only reason I'm consistent at it is because it's at the start of Wily 4 to end, which is what most of my practice has been lately. So I just actually have strats for this, like... I, like, actually have properly developed strats for this. I didn't mention this during
practice a stage, you're better at no-hitting it.
famously. I didn't mention this for earlier, but there's like a bit of a pause between when the drills leave the screen and when the next one spawns. So like if you can like control your Y position when it's about to spawn, so that you don't have to deal with jumping over it, because it's a kind of tight window to jump over. Like you can just jump preemptively and it's over your head and you don't have to deal with it. And now we're fighting base, or I guess base.exe because this is Battle Network base, but yeah, this is the second hardest fight of the game. Yup, I expected to hit this fight. That teleport attack is really hard.
Based fight.
I had a strat for it originally where you bait the last two. You bait the last, you like jump in the air to bait the last two teleports to be higher in the air so that he automatically like does it over your head, but now I just stay on the ground and then before the like in between the third and final teleports I just jump and turn around so that I don't get cornered, and he just does the lunge right after, because the lunge always immediately follows the teleport. He doesn't do the lunge randomly. It's like this attack is the teleports and then it's the lunge, but sometimes you can like mess up your timing on the jump, and then that's I fucked it up, and now PB is dead.
You're throwing.
That is the second hardest fight of the game. That's the one time where you can't say I'm throwing this run.
No, but I can. You got it no hit last time.
I did, but that's because I was locked in and there was like no shadow. I was just that low hit attempt was like mega locked in. Now I'm in GDQ mode. Oh. Okay. Refights.
Now.
So basically, because this is a classic Mega Man game, it is like mandated by law that one of the last stages of the game has you refight all the Robot Masters. But this has the Mega Man 1 approach to that, where you don't get to pick the order that you refight them in. It's just an actual, it's like a set order for them instead of being able to teleport into each room whenever you see fit. So the order for this is Stone, Tornado, Snake, Gemini, Blade, Plug, Ring, and then Flame. And I don't have any control over that, I just have to tank that, which is kind of messed up because Flame with nerves is crazy, but it is what it is.
Yeah, Flame at the end is kind of evil.
And then you have an additional boss at the end of that, which is pattern-based, so it's the most consistent fight of the game by far, but it's actually kind of tight to actually do everything. So it's pretty chokeable still. Yeah. I'm kind of hoping he does a double dive bomb at some point during this fight so that I can just show you what that's like, because that is very messed up when he does it. And also PB is dead, so who cares? Dude, genuinely, the second I learned the stages of this game, I get like a 4-hit. It's messed up.
It's true. The color in the background of my color. Yeah, it is good.
It is a good color. But
she's red for an amazing reason.
I said I was gonna explain this fight during
Oh yeah, good luck, fight.
Basically, that shotgun attack, it starts when you fire. Like, he does the jump and then he shoots when you fire, but because I'm spamming shots, it just like goes off automatically a lot. And the attack where he like sheds the like his skin basically, or like the snake hat. Oh, I got hit there. That attack, depending on whether he does it anywhere other than the other end of the screen, or if he does it at the other end of the screen, then like it determines when you want to jump out of the corner. Like, if he does it here, or like anywhere else on the screen that isn't the other end of the screen, you want to jump out at the end of the attack. Like, where does it end it? As it's ending. But if he does it while he's cornered, you want to jump out a bit earlier. I don't know why every other part of the screen is like consistent on where he ends, except for him being in the corner, but it is what it is, and I haven't gotten hit to that since I like made that addition to my strats. Shall I again? Gemini's been getting really consistent lately. I don't know why. I guess spread walk is just not as hard as it used to be. You don't hear much about spread walk anymore.
They nuffed it the other day.
Yeah, 1.3 dropped. He just like Tatsu just came over to my house and dropped 1.3 and didn't tell me. And he renamed the file to 1.2 so I wouldn't notice. He also shadow buffed every stage of the game. That's why I've been getting it.
True. It's true.
Good 1v5 so far. I guess I'm just good at 1v5 because it's all boss fights. So there's not as many opportunities for my like fraudulent lack of strats or for the stages to like come through. Because there's only like 2 rooms of this that are actually hard. Low high. They're not even hard, they're just scary. And like one of them is the room with the spine right before tornado. High low. It's 10 p.m. Yeah. Where even are you right now? Where it's. Alright, why did I shoot that spine? Am I stupid? Oh yeah, also, like, most enemy types, most versions of this enemy type, if you shoot them, they freeze, but these ones are evil, and if you shoot them, they kind of go crazy for a second. Like, I think they're the only ones that do that. Most of them, you shoot them with the Buster, and they're like frozen in place for a second. And then there's a special weapon usually, like one or a couple special weapons that actually outright kills them. But we don't got those. We don't got those in this run. Side note, it's really funny that like my strat for like the wormhole summon attack, it's literally just like streaming it like in a bullet hell game. Like I am literally just streaming the shots from the wormhole, like it's a fucking like Toho non or something. There really is like a lot of similarities between like shmup dodging and like Mega Man dodging if you're like at this level anyway. Not so much with this hack, but there's like a lot of like harder like hacks that are like focused on like super hard. Or like even like the Puresabe New Year's hacks, which are just like one boss fight, but it's like super hard and elaborate. Or you put some stuff in the Magneto game.
I love Flame.
Oh yeah, Flame.
This is the last
yeah, this is the last
one of the
refights.
refight, right?
Yeah. And then after this you have another fight. It's like fan game fights, but you're bigger, kinda? Vaguely? I think the rigid movement does help contribute a lot to how, why I like, the Mega Man, like, no-hitting Mega Man stuff so much. It's because, like, the way you dodge has consequences because of how rigid your movement is. Well, like, most fights, not necessarily all of them, because sometimes you have a fight that's just, like, a set pattern every time. But a lot of, like, challenging, like, Mega Man no-hits, the way you dodge matters just as much as whether or not you dodged in the first place. So you're, like, dodging in ways that'll set up good situations later because of the way that the, like, the RNG deciding between attacks works. Oh, also, Roka came up with that strat for this fight, the one where I jump over bubble. The guy with the scuba gear. Oh, I think I messed up the visual cue for this. No, I didn't. But yeah, Roka came up with the strat where I jump over the green guy with the scuba gear. She hasn't even played this game. She was just, like, watching me play it and was, like... She was just watching me, like, try to learn this. And I was trying to do something stupid where I was, like, dodge the shots on the other end of the stage. And she was like, why don't you just jump over him? And it was, like, way more consistent than what I was doing. So, like, everybody thank Roka for that strat. One hit Wily 5, by the way.
Thank you, Roka.
Might be, like, no hit
And was it right at the end?
The one hit was to Snake, which is, like, one of the easier fights.
Oh, Snake, yeah. Down.
This is another room where I came up with the strat today, like, while warming up. I used to try and kill that, like, wind owl enemy, so that I would, like, have more control over my movement, but I realized that it was probably better to just try and move to that stage faster by taking advantage of the wind. And if you, like, hug the wall and then do a neutral jump, the wind will, like, push you onto the platform. So that's, like, good for, like, alleviating chokes before the final boss. Unless you just choke there like an idiot.
I was gonna say, speaking of chokes.
Yeah, this is a flooding game to theory cross strats for. I got hit to the stage like last night on my low hit as well, but that was because I was like absurdly nervous going in because Wily 4 and 5 back to back. Like, how could you not be? How is this running? How is this running like a 19 hit, by the way? This felt so much worse than the 16 hit, and yet it's only like 3 hits worse. Like, I thought this was gonna end at like a 25 hit or something stupid like that. Anyway, this is Wily Machine. This is the final boss. Phase 1 is pretty chill. You can get damage on it pretty quickly, and none of the attacks are really that hard. Phase 2, this attack right here might genuinely be the hardest attack in the game to dodge consistently. Maybe I'm just bad at it, but, I've been messing it up a lot lately. This attack, the rain comes out, like, down diagonal, and whether it's, like, down left or down right, it depends on where Wily himself is facing. So, like, if Wily is facing towards the right, it's gonna come out down right, and if he's facing towards the left, it's gonna come out down left. And now I'm not gonna kill phase 2 for a bit, which might seem like a bit of a weird decision, but there's a reason for it. There. I specifically want to kill him when he is transitioning into that attack and he's on the far right side of the screen. Because depending on what attack you kill phase 2 with, it determines what attack he does at the start of phase 3. And also killing him, and also doing it on the left specifically, it makes it so that, every time he's starting on that, like, part of the screen. And this attack right here, it's very dependent on, like, what part of the screen he's starting from. But if you start phase 3 on that end of the screen, I can't do my directions, I'm too busy talking. Also, the sub 20 hit is dead. If you start on the far left of the screen, start on the far left of the screen, you will, basically, it's 100% consistent, where he's gonna start doing the shield block attack. So you can basically always dodge it, because where he stops is random. Or, like, he can either stop it short, or he can stop it long. And time. That's done. There's so much to explain with Wily 3, and I was like, my mouth was kind of... That was a...
Was it 2 hits or 3?
Was that 2 or 3 to... I think that was...
You got hit at the end.
Yeah, I got hit
I thought
twice.
you got hit at the end again.
I got hit on twice on the fight. And
you got hit once in the stage, and then twice in the fight, I think, yeah.
Thank God I don't got that in it. Thank God I don't got hit count. 21? You stupid. What's 9 plus 10? 21? You stupid. Thank God I don't got that in it. Thank God I don't got that in it. Anyway, this was fun. This was fun.
I'm always saying this. Yeah,
this was a cool
I said it was
showcase.
21 hit is because I bet on 21 hits, so...
I recognize that I was like I recognize that a lot of this rambling is like probably complete nonsense to most of you, and I'm probably gonna like make a full-blown like strat explanation video once I get it. Just not gonna be for a while, but like just wait. I'm getting this eventually. This was originally supposed to be my forever grind, but I've been progressing way too fast on it. Like, I thought I was gonna be, like, way higher in hit count than, like, a 16 hit by not even 40 hours.
Huge. This is why you have to do...
This is why I gotta pop minus infinity. I gotta pop minus infinity for the people. Not even for the people, for me. I gotta pop it for me. Minus infinity will change my life when I never hit it. Not even when I start it. That's literally my 90p once I go for it. Dual override
Minus
coming
infinity will
it's literally gonna save the world when I get it, but like dual override coming out in 2027 was kind of evil because like right as I was starting to hyperfixate, it's like, hey, new mainline Mega Man game coming out at like a year and some change. You have to no hit that. That is, you have to do it. You literally have to do it. And now I'm just, like,
It's true.
locked in on Mega Man for the foreseeable future because, like, I gotta no-hit dual override. I literally gotta. I literally have to.
You gotta.
Okay. That's the run. I think you can...
Alright.
I'm gonna stop the recording and then I'm gonna stop streaming. Minus Infinity Buster only? Hell no. Okay, I'm actually gonna stop the recording and I'm gonna stop the stream. Thanks for coming, everyone. And I might take my leave. I might stay around for a bit longer, but yeah.